Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 7th grade concept of predictions using theoretical probability. This is standard 7.6D in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 17 off the 2017 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and then we will look at our answers together. So we have a spinner, and you notice they go ahead and label for us. We've got 8 sections, and they are congruent. They definitely look even, but they're all congruent, which means you have an equal chance of getting any of these 8 numbers. So if we're going to spin it 120 times, we need a reasonable prediction of landing on an even number. So this is why having 8 congruent sections are extremely important. So I'm just going to start with 9. Let me just list these numbers. Let's say I'm going to make a table of all of my spins. 9, 5, 3, 2, 16, 11, 8, and 1. So theoretically, if I were to spin this 120 times, you would expect out of the first 8 spins, right, I would get each of these once. Now, if we did that in real life, it's never going to be that beautiful. It's going to be, maybe I got 2 5s and no 9s, and I might have got 3 16s for whatever reason. But if you do it again and again and again, what ends up happening is it starts to even out. So yeah, if I just did it 8 times, I might get 2 5s. But if I spin it 16 times, then it's going to come a little bit closer to this normal, right? And so now I've spun it 16 times, right? That's 8 and 8. And what if I were to do that all the way out 120 times? That's what we're talking about here. And we're looking for even numbers. So I'm looking for my 2s, my 16s, and my 8s. So there are 8 sections, but I only have 3, so it's not just labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If that were the case, it'd be easy, it'd be half of them, 4 out of 8. But you notice I've only got 3 sections that are even. So I've got 3 even, and I've got 8 sections. So 3 out of 8. Now, if I were to spin this 120 times, what would be the expected outcome? Well, let's just use our y equals kx. We could use that. We can also make a proportion. But look at this right here, 3 out of 8. That's a good ratio right there that we can use for k. So we could say that our k, right, k equals y over x, so that's going to be our 3 over 8. And so let's say that if we spin it 100 times, 120 times, how many of those will actually land on an even number, 3 out of 8 times? So we just need to do 3 8s times 120. Let's make it over 1. So do this a little bit. It's going to be 3. Let's see. So that is going to be 3 8s. Oh, we're going to go straight across here. So that's going to be 360. I was thinking of a proportion. That's not going to help us. 360 divided by 8. There we go. So 8 goes into 360. Let's see. 4 times. And that's going to be 32. That's going to be 4. Bring it down 0. Look at that. Nice and even. 45 times. So if you wanted, you could set up a proportion. It would look a little bit like this, but it would be over 120, and you would still end up with this same multiplication and division. The answer here is B.